Hey, this is Carol Pope, and you're listening to No Sleep Till Sudbury with Brent Jensen.
Hey, this is Brent Jensen. You're listening to No Sleep Till Sudbury, the show where we talk about the music that makes your skin vibrate. This show is brought to you by Storyfora, the content agency providing promotional videos, podcast production, and all kinds of digital content you can use to broadcast your brand to the world. Go to storyfora.com for details. That's P-H-O-R-A, storyfora.com. I'm joined today by multi-platinum songwriter and producer Rob Wells, and I could not be happier to have him back because he's an amazing guest. He's a fantastic guy, and he has incredible stories about how music has shaped his life. He really gets it. We have these wonderful conversations. So find a comfy chair, my friends. Here he is, Mr. Rob Wells. Rob Wells, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Great to be back.
I'm so glad that you're back.
Me too. It's a little later than I thought it was going to be, but life sort of got in the way.
That's a funny thing, right? Because I think that the last time you were here was, I want to say 2 years ago.
I think it's 2 years, maybe just a little bit more than 2 years ago.
That's not good. Sorry.
It's okay.
That's
like that seems like 5 minutes ago, to be honest.
Today, it does, for sure. And by today's times, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I remember when I was 15 years old, where I had no responsibilities. I was riding my bike around Peterborough, Ontario in the summer.
Yeah.
All my friends had gone away for vacation and cottages and things, but my parents couldn't afford any of those two things. So I was just riding my bike around the lonely streets of Peterborough with no friends. And I just remember thinking each day is a lifetime. And my God, this is a long life. Until I started, next year at the age of 16, I started working, and then life started to speed up.
Right.
And then I, got married and got kids, and then life is just, so 2 years from 2023 to now it just feels honestly like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, it truly does.
Yeah.
As you get older, it's funny because I was just having this conversation with one of my kids. They're like, oh my God, there's so much time. I'm like, no, there's not a lot of time. Like, I think I said a year is like 5 minutes, literally, because it goes so fast.
It does.
From Monday to Friday is the worst one in terms of measurement, right? Because you say, holy crap, it's like Friday already. No complaints, but like, where did the week go?
Well, like each day is the Boston Marathon for me. Like I'm just like, and go. The minute that the kids are at school or in a camp or something, it's just like, I have limited time to get this mountain of work done. And then I can't believe, what? It's 3 o'clock already? And then the end of the week, what? It's Friday already? At the end of the month, what? It's the end of the month? The end of the year, what? It's tax time already? Like,
yeah.
It just goes.
I know.
Crazy.
Well, today we're going to slow it down. You and I are here in the studio, and we're going to really take our time.
Love it.
Let's do it.
Can't wait.
Okay. So I'm going to start by asking you, it's been a while since you and I have talked. What are you working on now? Because the last time you were here, you had some really cool stuff going on.
Yeah. Well, I like to think that I have cool stuff going on at all times. All that I ask is that I wake up excited to be working on that day. Mm-hmm. And when Monday rolls around, I want to feel like I can't wait for Monday to roll around. So that's the real benchmark for me. Is just, am I going to be working on things that make me excited to go into that? So because of that, I'm pretty choosy about what I work on. Mm-hmm. I don't just do anything that comes along with a dollar figure attached to it. It's more like, do I like what this is? Am I excited about this? Is it a challenge that, is going to be a lot of fun?
Good for you.
That's the stuff that I love to do. So I try to always have about 10 different things going on that make me excited. And I'm always on the hunt for what's next and what's mm-hmm. around the corner. Mm-hmm. However, this past year, I have taken a complete break for 12 months from songwriting and production. And I've been asked to manage an artist. And that's been a lot of fun. That's been eye-opening. It's taken me away from songwriting and production, but put me more into development and strategy and marketing and building a live show and all the behind the scenes stuff to get an artist off the ground it's been a real wild trip, an eye-opening trip, but a fun trip as well.
So as a mentor,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
there was a time where I would work on a record, and I'd be working with the artist for a couple of months, and eventually, at some point during that time, they would say, "So, what do I do once I have this record done?" And I would have no clue.
Right.
I'd have no idea what to do with them, and I'd just say, "Well, maybe you should go get a manager. Maybe you should get a band. Maybe you should start playing some shows." I had no clue. So this has been great. Just the fact that I've had 12 months to really see what goes into building an artist from zero to hero.
Yeah.
And now I have an answer to tell the future artists that I'm going to work with when they inevitably ask me that question.
Wow. Now you've had some experience in some capacity with in this regard, I guess, with Canadian Idol, right?
Yes. Well, as far as developing artists, not so much. It was more like, it's always kind of been, "Hey, Rob, there's this artist that we've been developing for some time, and here, they're ready for you. We're ready for this stage now, which is we need songs and we need production."
Okay.
So my window was always very small with the artist. As I say, like, I didn't know what happened before that stage, and I had no idea what happened after that stage. So I've never really developed an artist. I've developed an artist musically. Yes. Where we get together and we try to figure out what sound they're going to have and what their songs are going to be about. And so I've done that. But as far as, being there right at the very beginning and building a brand, it's really like running a company.
Like an unmolded lump of clay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right from the very, very beginning.
Oh, yeah. And just when you think you're working hard enough on it, you're not. There's so much work to be done. We have every day with the artist that I'm working with, we have a list of 10 different things that we want to get done. And we get maybe half of them done every day. And then it just lumps into the next day and lumps into the next day. And some things never get done. Some things get done beautifully, but it's a very interesting process for sure.
Wow.
But that's, as I say, 12 months. It's wrapping up this month. And as soon as that's done, I'm heading off to Ireland, where I do a once a year songwriting retreat. Where I'm a mentor over there, and it's international students that come from everywhere. Last year we had people from South Africa. This year we have people from Australia that are coming, and I can't wait. It's amazing. Just north of Dublin, right on the coast, the Irish Sea. We go for a polar bear dip in the morning, and then hit breakfast, and then we're teaching songwriting and doing actual songwriting, and then performing the songs. And it's I can't wait.
That is so cool.
Yeah, fun times.
And how long does that last?
That's a week. That's a week. Last year I did 2 different camps. I did a youth camp and then adult camp. So I did 2 different weeks there. But yeah, I'll be going there in August doing that week. And then when I come back, straight back to production and songwriting.
Incredible. So now, production and songwriting, who are some of the people that you might be working with?
Oh, just honestly, it's a mixture of everything. It's some label artists, it's some independent artists. There's a possibility that I might be doing a film score as well. Really, whatever it is, whatever style it is, I'm down. As long as I'm excited about it. If I feel like I'm going to learn something, I'm going to grow. If I believe in the project, really doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's music, I'm down. Anything from death metal to children's lullabies to you name it.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Wow.
And also, like, you never know what's going to take off and what's not. I've had a whole career of working with lots of artists, some of them very well known, most of them not well known at all. But some of those not well known artists eventually become huge things in this world.
Yeah.
And, I look forward to seeing the progression for each artist and seeing where they go and seeing how the music serves them. And, yeah, can't wait.
I love those stories.
Me too.
Wow.
I'd much rather work with an artist at the very beginning of their career where their eyes are wide open to the whole thing, where they're not jaded, where they're just really excited about the fact that, my goodness, I get to make music.
Yes.
That to me is pretty magical. And I feel the same way. I can't believe that I get to wake up every day and say those words. Yeah. My God, I get to make music. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Well, you have the best life. Truly.
Fun life. Fun life for sure.
On the show, I've had the luxury of working with artists who, through like Eric Alper, if you know who he is, would kind of send these artists over to me because they're really at the very beginnings of their careers, and they kind of reach out to him for help. And so it's such a joy to experience somebody who's got so much talent and they almost aren't really sure of it, and you can see it and it's like, wow, you have no idea how good you are.
Oh yeah.
Now, the flip side of that, the inverse, is that you're rooting for them to, really kind of make something of themselves. And years passed and you think like, I don't think they did, and it really truly breaks my heart because you see these people right in front of you and you experience them and you're like, you should be a star. You should be super famous. You should be making all kinds of money for the talent that you've got and the ability to kind of like make people's skin vibrate, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they don't, but
yeah, most times they don't. But I really also don't wish instant success to anybody. I think that that's a really difficult thing to deal with, where all of a sudden you release something and it becomes the world's biggest thing. And then the next thing that you release is half of that. You're suddenly a one-hit wonder. I think the great stories are where you release something and 10 people come on board and they love it. And then you release something else and there's 20 people that come on board. So now you got 30. And then you release something else and there's 50 people that come on board. If you can have that slow build where you're slowly going up, slowly going up, slowly going up, it's really hard to climb Mount Everest right away. You got to start small. You got to do the foothills and then get the hills a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger. Get your leg muscles going, get used to going up in elevation and coming back down, and also being happy at the bottom as well. So that way, when the bigger hill comes, you can handle it. You can handle going out onto a bigger stage because you've rocked small stages to no people and you've made it amazing for the 3 people that showed up. And then you can all of a sudden hit that bigger hill and all of a sudden you're on a bigger stage and you know how to handle a bigger crowd because you've dealt with the most difficult situation, which is no people. And then when Everest shows up, you're ready, you're rocking, and you can easily climb that. And you go up to the top of Everest and you're standing at the top of that mountain and you think this is amazing. And you take your selfie and you're there for 15 minutes and then you got to get back down and head back down to the very bottom again. Yeah. And be happy at that base camp.
That's a good metaphor.
Yeah.
So you're the Sherpa of that story.
I guess I am. Yes. I have no desire to be at the top of Everest, but I love helping people get there.
Sure. Truly. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even just the foothills. I just enjoy seeing somebody wake up and say, I love to climb hills. Me too. Let's do it together and let's see how far this can go. And if it goes up a little hill and back down again, so be it. It's great. It's lessons that you learn and you move on and you make your next thing even better and even better and even better. But you don't wait. Don't wait until the big hill comes. You start right away and just do the best that you can right away today. And the better version of you will be down the road. A lot of people wait and they think, I don't want to do music right away because I think I'm not very good right now. Man, just do it. Just go ahead and make whatever you can right now to the best of your ability. And it might be great. It might be absolutely amazing. And yes, there will be a better version of you down the road where, it'll sound different. It'll be bigger, but just have fun. Enjoy the journey.
And listen to most of your favorite bands' first records,
Yeah.
relative to their later material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You two didn't come out with Joshua Tree right away.
Exactly. And that back in those days, bands got 5 or 6 records to, kind of get their sea legs and everything else, right?
Yep.
Today, obviously, that's not really the case, but...
Unless if you do it on your own. If you do it on your own and you form your own company and you start making music on your own, you can release as much music as you want. And then if people start coming on board and loving what you're doing, you could release 4 or 5 albums before a record company comes along and says, hey, we want to partner up with you. And then they won't be so quick to let you go either because you've now amassed this huge group of people that already follows you. And it would be foolish for them to let you go.
See, I like that too, because it kind of lines up with the 10,000 hours of work that you put in, right? That rule.
Yeah.
You think about bands who busted their humps, that maybe they hit it big in 1986, but they started in like 1970.
Yeah.
For 15 years, it was just like, we got to go out there and make
There's
it
a
happen.
lot of people where it seems like that's overnight success, but really when you go and look behind the scenes, it's not overnight at all. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went in for many years in order to make that happen.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, so you have brought the latest incarnation of songs that make your skin vibrate.
Yes, this is the most difficult thing I think in the whole world to do. Deep sea drilling, not so difficult compared to coming up with this list of 5 songs.
It is impossible. And, it's so funny because people are like, come on, man, I can't read 5. But imagine if I said, okay, Rob, 100, we'd be here for 2 weeks.
Oh, I know.
Right.
And I got to say that the 5 that are here right now are the 5 that I could think of right now. But then, because I remember I sent you, after I did the show the first time, I sent you another list of 5 more. And the 5 that I've chosen, I think 2 of them are the same that are on that previous list that are on there. But so it's just whatever's inspiring me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are evergreen songs too, I think, right?
Yes.
That just have,
Well, my benchmark for choosing these 5 is always, is it hitting me the same way as the way that it hit me the first time?
Mm-hmm.
And has it hit me every time that I listen to this song? So that's it's got to be that.
Okay.
For sure.
I like that. You want to get into it?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. So it's a good list. So the first one is Foo Fighters, The Pretender.
How can you argue against that one?
What I love about this song is that intro is very Beatlesy to me.
Yes.
And then it just, this pulverizing guitar line comes in, right? And it's like, whoa, what a huge variance in extremes.
I just played this song this morning for my kids on the way to camp. I'm driving them to the camp. It's just the 3 of us that are in the car. And I said, hey guys, do you want to hear a great rock song? And they were like, yes. So it's like my son's 7, my daughter's 6. They're like, yes. So I start playing it and the intro comes on.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not a rock song. Yeah. This is a soft song, Daddy. This is a...
Wait for it.
Totally. Then when the drums and the guitar come in, it's just unrelenting. It's so good. And just you're probably going to hear this a lot on this list of 5 songs, but just I love just how like there's no apologies with this song.
Right.
At all. When it comes out, it's just like, it is what it is. And we will rock you for the next 3 minutes on this song. And it is balls to the wall. It is epic. Great lyric, great delivery. Everybody, like, you believe in the song. You believe in the band. You believe in the singer. You believe in the musicianship of this song so much because it just feels so raw and so honest and flawless. And it's just, I just remember the first time listening to it and just thinking, I can't believe that it can get this good.
Yeah.
And I still feel that way today. I really do. I many Foo Fighters songs. I still haven't seen them live. I did almost kill Dave Grohl at a Grammys after party. This is a funny little story.
Yeah, please.
So my brother was up for a Grammy at the 50th Grammy Awards. And it was an amazing show, great show where they brought together all sorts of older artists with younger artists and had them all perform together. Like Tina Turner performed with Beyonce. It was amazing. The list went on from that. Amy Winehouse performed. It was great, really great. Anyways, because the television show, the actual show comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in LA. That's 5 p.m. LA time, Pacific time. And they shut down all the food at the Staples Center at around 3 o'clock. But they make you sit in the Staples Center for 2 hours before the show goes on. So everyone's just starved. And then by the end of the Grammys, everyone is just ready to eat their arm or their leg. And so my brother and I, we went to the Sony after party and when we got there, I guess we got there a little bit late, but we saw that the food was being taken away. And I just was like ready to murder someone. So I went running to go get something, and Dave Grohl had his back turned towards me, and I completely clobbered him on the way to get a sandwich. And that was my one interaction with Dave Grohl, and just apologizing profusely. And
Oh no! What did he say?
he was totally cool. He was having a good laugh about it. He understood. I was like, but the sandwich. He's like, I get it, man. I get it.
That's great. But the sandwich. That's so funny. Wow. Oh, you have the best stories, man.
If only I could have turned around and just said thank you for all the music. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you. But instead I just said the sandwich. Yeah. That's it.
Totally get it. That's so funny. You know what? He probably preferred that. Yeah. I'm sure he hears like 26 times a day.
I'm sure.
Love your music, man.
I'm sure.
That's so funny. Yeah, amazing song. The composition, it goes to halftime for a couple bars. Like it's unbelievable. The guitar is so biting.
Yes.
And oh yeah.
And I also just really champion the story of Dave Grohl, and just being in the biggest band of all time, you know, or not of all time, but one of the biggest bands of all time. Sorry, and just having it collapse completely, and him not knowing what to do with his life after that point, when he's still quite young. But music kept calling him, and how he just made those demo tapes, and they just made the rounds, and all of a sudden he becomes this thing that has just changed so many people with the songs that he's written since being in Nirvana. It's incredible. It's really, really great. He said something brilliant. I don't have this exactly, but he said, I love being on stage performing in front of 18,000 people and having them sing back to me, but not just for the fact that they're singing back to me, but they're singing back to me for 18,000 different reasons.
Right. Yeah.
And that, like, he's really written songs that just have become part of our lives. And we remember where we were when we heard these songs and what we were doing. And they tell our stories as well. Even though they're his stories, we feel like they're our stories as well. And we have our reasons for singing back these songs, for sure.
Yeah. And fascinating, because he was the drummer in Nirvana.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember when the first record came out and I saw a video and I thought, that's the drummer from Nirvana. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
I could not have been more wrong. But kudos to him for not playing his familiar instrument anymore, singing, and these songs.
Yeah.
He wrote them himself. I mean, like, wow.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
Very,
great.
very impressive.
Chase your dreams, people. Chase your dreams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
great things will happen.
Exactly. Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation is next.
Quite a change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow. 89, that album came out, Rhythm Nation.
Yep.
I was still living in Peterborough. This is before I moved up to Toronto, and I'd been listening to a healthy diet of 80s pop and a lot of very, overproduced, smooth, David Foster-y type productions, and very safe music where, great lyrics, but nothing too jarring or anything like that. I hadn't been introduced to Public Enemy yet, which they were putting out albums at this point, but in Peterborough, you're very sheltered as to the kind of music that you would, especially back then before streaming came around. Anyways, my friend Laura Gregory, if you're listening to this, hello. She brought over this record one day and said, you got to listen to this, and put it on. And it was unlike anything that I had ever heard before. So completely different, where it was all Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, the most amazing producers. They were in The Time, Prince's band with Morris Day. They then left The Time and became producers for the SOS band and various different people. And then eventually Janet Jackson, they did her huge record with Control, What Have You Done For Me Lately, Nasty, all of that. But then when Rhythm Nation came out, it was my first time hearing music that, again, like Foo Fighters, just no apologies, just loud, bombastic, with a message that isn't a love song, with a message that is, we need to make this world a better place. And it was all built off of samplers and technology, but at the core of Rhythm Nation, they had this sample from Sly and the Family Stone that was running throughout this whole track, this great bass line.
That's right.
Just so good. I later in life got to work at Flight Time Studios in LA, where it's Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's studio. And I asked the receptionist, I said, "Are they here today?" And she said, "No, I'm sorry, they're not." So I was bummed out, but I did walk through the halls and I looked at all the records on the wall and all the people that they've worked with, and Michael Jackson, the Human League, George Michael, Janet, like all these crazy songs and albums that they've done. So I'm working with the artist that I'm there to work with at Flight Time. And halfway through, the door opens up and Terry Lewis walks in and says, "Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Terry." I'm like, like I couldn't form words. And he said, "Is there anything I can get you right now? Are you comfortable?" And I like, "You're Terry Lewis. What can I get you?" And I just opened up and said, "I need to thank you." I did the speech that I should have done to Dave Grohl. Yeah, exactly. But I finally got a chance. There was no food around, no sandwich that I needed to get. But I just went to town and gave him exact reasons why I do what I do, because how that record changed my world completely, just from a songwriting standpoint, from a production standpoint, everything. And he, halfway through my story of telling him all these things, he's like, "Do you want to meet Jimmy Jam?" I'm like, "Is he here?" He said, "Yeah, he's in the next room."
Wow.
So he brought me over. I completely left the artist that I was working with and went in and spoke with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis for 3 hours and went through a deep dive about the making of Rhythm Nation and all of that. Oh, it was crazy. It was one of the best moments of my life. Really cool. The sweetest, most humble people, but just complete badasses when it comes to writing and production and really just bringing your absolute A game. That's what that record Rhythm Nation to me is. It's just like A game to the extreme. It's so good. It's so strong. Still to this day, I feel like the snare when it hits, it just like wants to rip my head off. It's just so biting and just so intense. And I love it. I love it to pieces, with a great message as well.
Oh yeah. The percussion that begins that song is just so like, I dare you not to react physiologically.
Exactly.
Tap your toe.
Also listen with headphones too, because their use of panning in that song is ridiculous. They've got all sorts of background vocals that are way over to the left, and then all of a sudden they're at the right, and then you hear them swirl around your head, and it is an experience, a religious experience listening to that song.
Isn't it so gratifying that they were nice people too?
Yes. Oh yeah. Sweet, humble people that just don't seem like the people that would have made that song. You know, you would expect that song to have people behind it that have the same sort of biting attitude that song had, but no, they're like the coolest people. And I've since heard them on other podcasts speaking, and it's amazing, their stories that they have, and just their generosity and their love for music and meeting other people that love to make music as well. It's really something else. Never met Janet, but you know, still have time.
That's plenty of time.
That's right.
Plenty of time. Okay. So next song this is very interesting. John Williams, Leaving Home, from the Superman soundtrack.
Yeah. Well, the entire Superman soundtrack is pretty wild. John Williams in his prime, like coming out with that score with Star Wars and then Superman. And I just remember as a kid sitting in the theater to see that. I was probably about 7 when Superman came out, and hearing his score with the massive blue letters coming out, showing all the cast of who was going to act in this. Still to this day, the first half of that movie, the 1978 Superman movie, I think is such a beautiful movie. And then the second half really changes course. It becomes kind of campy, and where he goes to Metropolis and starts, being Clark Kent and saving the world with Lex Luthor and everything. Yeah. But the whole first part of that story with Krypton and coming to Earth as a little boy and then being raised by his earthly parents and all that, I found, even when I was, watching this as a young kid, I just felt like it was very magical. It just felt really beautiful, and the pacing was really, really nice. But I still remember to this day when that scene comes on where Clark discovers the green crystal in the bottom of the barn and realizes, there's something more, and suddenly gets this calling that I am meant to be doing something else. That, with the very next scene that comes where his earthly mother comes down for breakfast. She can't find Clark anywhere. She looks out the window and he's standing in the middle of a cornfield about a half a kilometer away. And she goes out to talk to him. And I get so emotional just thinking about this scene where she realizes he has to leave. He has to go do what he's meant to do. And she knows that this day was going to come. But just the score that John Williams writes for this moment, the voicings that he uses, it's an incredible piece of music to hear. The mystery at the beginning where he discovers the green crystal, going to the absolute sadness and yet beauty and the sense of adventure that's about to come, all wrapped up in saying goodbye to your earthly mother that you might not ever see again, is just, I still to this day get so emotional thinking about that piece of music. It's so powerful. And the ending just slays me every time. This ascending line that he has with the strings playing over top of the chord that's being played. It's sorry, I'm a music geek out there, but
do not be sorry for this. This is exactly why I started this show 285 episodes ago. This right here.
But music should do this.
Yes.
And if it's not doing it for you, you need to listen to something else. You need to keep searching until you find the music that does give you the goosebumps, that makes you emotional, that makes you want to cry, that makes you want to get up and dance. That's what you need to search for. And once you find it, you grab onto it. And you don't just stop there. You keep searching for the next thing and keep searching for the next thing, and be brave. And don't think, well, I'm only going to listen to this style of music. Listen to all the styles of music, because you never know where you're going to find it next. If you only limit yourself to a very narrow window of the kind of music that you think you're going to like, man, you're missing out on so many other beautiful pieces. And who knew that a 7-year-old kid would find it in the first third of the movie of Superman?
Right.
But almost every song from that movie is incredible. Even when they first arrive on Krypton is an epic piece of music. But just the mix of all the raw emotions that are found in that one particular piece, Leaving Home. That's what the piece is called in the Superman soundtrack. It's incredible. And it's the last moment of the beautiful section of Superman before it goes to Metropolis and becomes a very different animal.
I am so glad that you brought this in today. Like, this is the ethos of the show. I'm almost speechless.
Really?
Yeah, that made the hair on my arm stand up.
Oh, I was so close to tears.
But that's the holy grail that I'm chasing here.
Yeah.
That was exactly it right there.
Oh yeah, find the thing that gives you the tears, that gives you the raw emotions.
Yeah.
Find that.
That's what music really is all about.
Oh yeah.
For me.
Yep. It's communication and emotion.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you understand what's happening here, and how do you feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
If you do understand, or if you get your own interpretation from it, awesome. If you get an emotion attached to it as well, even better.
Mm-hmm. Even
better. And if that emotion just like knocks you off your feet, amazing.
Yep. Fantastic, man. Okay, here's a song that I've never heard before, nor have I heard the artist. It's Fink. Not Everything Was Better in the Past.
Yes. Amazing song. Amazing production. When I moved to Toronto and went to the School of Performing Arts for my last year of high school, I had a good friend who brought me over to his place. He said, you need to listen to this record. It's going to change your world. And it was Depeche Mode's Violator album. And I listened to it, and it had Personal Jesus, Policy of Truth, Enjoy the Silence, all these like great Depeche Mode songs. And yes, the album did freak me out. And you and I were talking about reading credits on albums. So I asked if I could borrow this record and bring it home. And I just went to town on this record, listened to it a bunch of times, and read through all the credits. And then I saw that it was produced by this person named Flood.
Yes.
Goes by the name Flood. So I just thought, well, this is somebody to watch. And Flood went on to do 9 Inch Nails, the Downward Spiral. Went on to do so many albums that I have just loved. Worked a lot with U2. Who else? Did the Killers' second record called Welcome to Sam's Town?
Didn't know that.
Or I think it's just called Sam's Town. It has a song called When You Were Young. It's a big Killers tune. But just, I really loved Flood's production sensibilities. So everything that I've ever listened to that he's done, I've just been a huge fan. Love it. Occasionally I'll go onto Wikipedia and I'll just search Flood and just see what he's been working on. And, he did this artist by the name of Fink. I too had never heard of Fink. So I went and checked out this record. It's called Resurgam. It's a great record. Every song is amazing. Production is really interesting. But this song, Not Everything Was Better in the Past, is such a gorgeous song. And again, it's just the goosebumps. It's the feels. It's really just, it's Fink and an acoustic guitar singing the most heartfelt song that you could ever possibly imagine. But what lies underneath it is this production world that shouldn't work with the song, and yet it does. It's all this technology, boops and beeps and all these weird textures that are in there that just sort of, it almost feels like this person's just performing at the corner of Yonge and Bloor in downtown Toronto with all these people passing by in cars and everything. But it's not that sound. It's the sound of technology, really, is the only way that I can say it. It's just such an interesting mix of beauty and harshness in there, but swells of the technology sounds that are in there. And just, I can tell that they recorded it all very organically. It's really, really cool with a lot of delay pedals and stuff, but just, it's such a gorgeous song. I really hope that you get a chance to listen to this and your listeners get a chance to listen to this as well. The whole record is really good, but when that song comes on is great. And the lyrics just slay me. Just absolutely slay me. It's the kind of song where you just want to turn down the lights, close your eyes, put it on, and drift away on the wings of this song. It's really incredible, but a sonic landscape like you've never heard before.
See, I'm so glad that you said that, and I'm so glad that you're here to kind of gauge my response, because what I do, I've described this to people, but it's always been over the phone. You're here now, you can see it. I move this chair over there so that I'm in between the speakers, and that one's at my back. Those are in the ceiling, and so that's the best spot to receive the music.
Wow.
Right? So I'll pour myself a glass of bourbon, turn the lights down, and put songs like that on with the chair in that position, and I'm gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't blame you. That's a great spot. For those of you who can't see it, trust me, it's a great spot.
But that's my thing. Like that's how if I want to listen to music like really intently, I mean, I do anyway, but like really, really connect with it. That's what I do. And I'm going to do that with this song.
Please do. Please do. I do. I'm a weird one. I connect with music now when I mow the lawn. I wear a beautiful pair of headphones that are noise canceling, and I can't hear a thing other than the music. And it's great. I have a lawn. My backyard is beautiful. It backs onto a forest, but it also is 45 degrees straight down to a creek. And it's horrible to mow. But I love to mow it because it's the chance that I get to listen to music uninterrupted. And it's just, that's where I listen.
That's
Otherwise, I'm working on music. So I need a chance to listen to new music. I have to get away from the studio to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Your last song is Crowded House, Nails in My Feet.
Yes.
This is this is like their fourth record, I think.
Together
right?
Alone.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's off that record, Together Alone.
Yeah.
Incredible. I came to Crowded House a little bit later in my life. I knew the big hit, Don't Dream It's Over.
Right.
I was in high school when that came out, and everybody knew that, and Something So Strong.
Something So Strong.
Yeah, that first record was huge. It was undeniable, and everybody knew that. And then their records after that, you'd have to search for them in order to find them. There were a couple of hits that came out off of different records, but I was a big fan of going to the library and picking up cassette tapes at random, and going to my animation gig where I used to work in animation before music, and I would just listen to everything. I didn't want to buy all these records just in case I didn't like them, but I knew I was going on a cross Canada trip to the Rocky Mountains and back. So I went to the library and just pulled out like 20 cassette tapes and just brought them in the car so I could be introduced to all sorts of new music. And one of them was Crowded House's Together Alone.
Oh, wow.
I'll never forget driving through the Rockies and hearing all the songs that are on that record that are just incredible. Nails in My Feet came on, and I just was, well, I've always been blown away by Neil Finn's lyrical sensibilities. He's one of the best lyricists around ever.
Just the first line in the song is great, right? My life is a house you crawled in through the window.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. My favorite lyrical line in there, which I'll never forget, it's near the end of the song. It's right near the end of the song. It says, total surrender. Your touch is so tender. Your skin is like water on a burning beach. And it brings me relief. Like, again, the goosebumps.
Right. The skin vibration.
Yeah. But it's just the thing that I love about Neil Finn, his writing, is that I get it. I feel it. And it's not too highbrow. There's a lot that you can read into it, but it's presented in a really beautiful, presentable way where it just becomes part of you. That song in particular, I love the pacing of that song. I love the build of that song. I love where it ends off. It's just this gorgeous celebration at the end. It's incredible. That's another song that is just, if I only had that song for the rest of time on a deserted island, I'd be okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's a great pick. Yeah.
Really, really great. It's just the musicality, the beauty, the lyrical sensibility on there. It's just absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible.
Yes.
I need to come back for another list of 5 because I'm just thinking of already 50 more songs that I could bring to this.
You are welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Friend. I'll be here next week.
Well, come back tomorrow.
All right.
Well, you and I talked about, the next time you come back, we don't have to record a podcast. We can if you want, but come and hang out.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, because God, we could talk for hours about music. And,
I know. I know. It's what would we do without it?
I really, really, really don't know.
Can you imagine?
No, I honestly cannot. I cannot imagine.
To all the people that tell people that want to get into music, oh, you shouldn't get into music because there's no career. You imagine a day without music. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It
truly is.
Literally everywhere.
Yep.
We're surrounded by rhythm too, day, night, breathe in, breathe out, walk. There's rhythm. It is surrounding us. It's such a part of us and we need it. Without it, we die.
Yeah. Our heartbeats are rhythmic.
Exactly. Exactly.
I used to give a talk on this about music's impact on consumer behavior, but also music's impact on wellness and the power of rhythm. Most people don't think about it, but rhythm rules us in ways that people tend to overlook. It's such a powerful concept. It truly is.
Oh, yes. My 6-year-old daughter sometimes gets her heart broken sometimes, or has a bad day at school or anything. And I pick her up, and when I see that she's feeling down, it's the first thing I ask her, what song do you want to hear? And she tells me, and as soon as I put it on, she is just forgotten about all the bad stuff that happened on that day. And it changes her world completely. There it is right there. When music has the power to do that, yeah, that's the good stuff.
That's a gift. Good for you.
Well, I just know we can't live without it. We need it. And it can change your emotional state in one way or the other. It can make you feel better. It can make you feel worse.
Certainly.
Holy smokes, when you have your heart broken and you listen to music, that's a difficult moment.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend going for long walks at that point, maybe listening to podcasts.
Yes.
But, if you're not having your heart broken, then bring music into your life a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Certainly. Or if you are having your heart broken, listen to lots of up-tempo dance songs, and life is great, and just, change your emotional state that way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me again. I really appreciate it.
I should be thanking you. I thank you so much for, that was a perfect relation of how music impacts you. I mean, just the way that you were telling that story during the Superman, oh man, I felt like that was me talking. You know, when you try to relate a story to someone who maybe they're being kind and maybe they're like, yeah, that's nice. But you're like, there's so much more to it. I feel like you get that. And that's rare.
I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never afraid to tell somebody I love them, that, you know, they're doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I really am a very emotional person. And I think that really helps me in music creation, because I'm not afraid to say what I'm really feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I think that helps for sure. And I think that helps in storytelling as well. The more that you don't hide these emotions, the more that you don't suppress them, the more that you bring them out and you let them come out. I think it's a very healthy thing to tell people how you're feeling and what you're going through, and to talk it out and to really try to hash it out. It's sometimes in just the act of you talking about it, you find the solution. You know, even without having somebody else tell you, you know, well, you should maybe do this with your life or whatever. Just the act of talking about it and letting people know how you feel quite often presents the solution to fix itself. Yeah.
The world needs more Rob Wells.
I don't know about
Say
that.
it now.
This town's only big for one of us. That's it.
It's your town, man. We all just live here.
Oh, we're lucky to be alive, man. Lucky to be alive.
We are.
Yeah, yeah. And
Wow.
if you can find the thing that you love, then you're even luckier.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah. Chase those dreams, people. Chase those dreams.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother.
Again.
Appreciate it.
You're
Always a
welcome back
pleasure hanging
anytime.
out with you.
Yeah. Well, you're coming back.
Thank you. And I
Whether you
love
like
this
it or not.
podcast. I know I've said it before, but I listen to it every time
Oh,
that it
thank
comes
you.
out with an episode. I am there, and it's great. I'm so entertained. You're doing a great job with this, and I wish you continued success with this, and can't wait to hear this one and the ones that come out after that.
Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate that.
All good. All good.
All right.
Till next time.
Yes. Till next time, folks. This has been No Sleep Till Sudbury with Brent Jensen and my very special guest, Mr. Rob Wells. Till next time, take good care.
Brent Jensen is the best-selling author of No Sleep Till Sudbury, Leftover People, and All My Favorite People Are Broken. All titles available in stores and on Amazon worldwide.